Hey YouTube, Justin here. Give you a little introduction about myself. My channel used to be called Justin and Cherish. Now I updated it to Upstate Dirt Cutter. Moved on to other things, so trying to get my little business started. Hopefully I can teach you guys a few things about doing things around the house with a couple machines. Say if you want to grade a little area out, or if you want to cut down some trees, do a bunch of cleanup, all that, and you need to go rent some machines. Hopefully I can kind of teach you how to run them a little bit, but this is a whole new channel, so hopefully I can use the subscribers I already have now, and they can enjoy the new videos that I'm making these days. So but yeah, so like I said, my name is Justin. My new business, it just got started up about a week ago. I'm still in the process of getting insurance and getting an accountant straight, in line for, keeping track of my income and stuff like that. Maybe they can give me pointers of how to pay for taxes and stuff like that. Also working with an attorney to have them on the side just in case I need somebody. But yeah, this is all new to me, and I'm ready to be out on my own and do my own work now. Just it's just getting boring at the job I'm currently at. Just not moving up anywhere, anything like that. So I'm just ready to do my own thing now. So give you a little introduction of how I started everything. So I bought this house. It's been about 8 years ago. Worked hard, been paying for most of everything I own, trying to add on things here and there, and I really wanted a garage. What I was looking at was it's a 3-bay garage. What I really wanted was a 40 by 60, but I only had a certain amount of room to put a shop in, and plus my house is on the hill. So I kind of had a downsize from that. I came across a really good deal on a 26 by 46. But in order to have that here, I needed a good flat area to put it on. So like I said, my house is on the hill. I had woods all around me, and so I needed to get somebody to come out here and grade everything out for me. So I had some guys come out, and they quoted me certain prices. I'm not gonna say names or anything like that. I don't need any conflicts or anything. So but they quoted me, and I was like, man, I know it's probably reasonable. That's what you got to have in order to pay for your equipment, pay for your insurance and all that stuff. But at the time, I was like, man, I can go out and rent a machine, or I can go out and buy my own machine and do everything myself. So that's what I ended up doing. I went out, bought me an older used skid steer. I knew I needed something that was going to be able to push dirt, lift heavy loads of dirt. I also needed a dump truck to transport dirt here and there, because after about a day or two of me just running a skid steer and the long trips, by the time I scooped up a bucket full, I had to drive all the way around the house to the lower side, dump the mud, dirt, whatever you want to call it. It was probably wet at the time. But by the time I did all that, I was like, man, I need something. So I found me an older dump truck. When I say old, I'll say probably 70s. It was an F600, had the 330 gas engine in it, but that sucker was strong. You can fill the dirt up over the top of the cab. I mean, it would dump whatever you put in the back of that thing. So I filled that sucker up, and I made numerous of trips all the way around. It saved a lot of time. Instead of doing bucket by bucket, I was able to load that dump truck up, just drive around the side of the house and dump. Load and dump, load and dump, load and dump. Keep doing that over and over. And once I did that, I started to have a bunch of piles down there, then I can drive my skid steer around there and spread the dirt out. So it saved a lot of time doing that. Eventually, I got everything graded out like I wanted, and I done it on my own time, my spare time. I was in no rush to get anything done. It was just, just do it a little bit here and there on my free time. And that's how I learned how to drive a skid steer. I'll show you a little video of it real quick. Sorry about the camera. I'm using my iPhone, and I guess during the video you can't switch the camera around to the front, forward facing. I do have a GoPro on the way. hopefully I can get all that set up and start using that instead of using my iPhone. 10 times easier, but it is what it is right now, and I'm ready to get this YouTube stuff going, and just gotta do what I gotta do. But yeah, here's a video of my skid steer. It's a Gill 7800. It came with a lot bigger bucket than that, but that thing, I guess with me learning how to drive one and all that, I beat the snot out of that bucket, and it had a few splits down the middle, so I had to, replace some teeth on it and weld the crack up a couple times, and right now it's broke down again. It's behind the shop back there, so I need to pull it back out and get it fixed. But it's a lot bigger bucket, so it can handle almost twice as much as what this little bucket can do. But that's a good cutting bucket, so I've been using that for now. This is a 7800 Gill, 110 horsepower turboed. Man, it's a strong running machine. It's almost too strong. It's actually tearing itself apart because it's too dang strong. I've done one in here and had to grind out this and re-weld this whole thing right here because all this right here was split. This one not too bad, and that one right there wasn't too bad, but this one right here, I guess, that's where the cylinders, are bolted to. So that's where all the weight is. I do have a couple of cracks right here on the front that I need to fix. You can see right here, there's a crack right there, and over here you can kind of see where that whole thing is the weld is just broke loose right there, and there's a crack right here. So I need to go in there and fix it. It's an old machine, but it's got the high flow and all that stuff on it. I haven't used the high flow yet, but I did buy me a grapple and a stump bucket that I've used around here. Also put brand new tires on it. And all this, the things I did, the things I purchased with it, was I was able to buy those by going out and doing these little small grading jobs. After I got everything I needed done around here, I was like, well, basically I got a free machine now since I did everything myself. So why don't I just maybe I can get some side jobs, and maybe I can get some attachments and kind of grow a little side business, nothing to it. Well, when I did that, man, it just blew up. It's like I got a message every day almost if somebody needs something done. So during my off time, whatever, I schedule it on my days off from work, my full-time job, and I'll go out and just do little small jobs. Just it could be anywhere from grading as far as a little small area for a pool, or people need some trees cleaned up, or somebody needs a little flat area, move some dirt, whatever, simple jobs. And a lot of these small jobs, these big businesses don't want to do because it takes up a lot of their time and equipment and all that. So a little guy like me, go out and get these little small jobs, I'll do them, So that's how I was able to buy a new bucket. I bought me some new tires, and I bought my grapple, my stump bucket, all that. I was even able to buy that little dump truck that I did all the work around here with. So but yeah, it can be done. Just think about how you can save money. That's how you get successful. You put money up, you can go out and buy nicer things just by doing everything yourself instead of paying somebody else. If somebody else can do it, you can do it too. That's what my dad's always told me, so I learned from that. But I'm moving on to my new piece of equipment. Just came in today. This is how my business is going to grow even more now that I can expand myself. This is the Yanmar VO55. This is a 2020 model, enclosed cab. I went with this machine because one of the YouTube channels that I watch is called Let's Dig 18. And I've been watching him for several years now. I've learned a lot by him. He's taught me basically how to run a skid steer just by watching his videos. It's not a lot of how-to information, but all you have to do is sit there and listen to him talk and watch him work, basically, because he just mounts his little GoPro up and he just goes with it. And he keeps it interesting. He's kind of funny too. But yeah, so big shout out to Let's Dig 18. Probably wouldn't have learned a lot of this if it wasn't for him. Also, my dad-in-law, Hoss It Is, that's his YouTube channel. You check him out. He hasn't been doing a whole lot here lately, but he's got quite a few videos on there, from stuff from the past. Probably see me on there on a couple of them. My brother-in-law, he is, I think it's One Bad Power Stroke, if I remember right. He has a couple of videos on there, but I don't think he's doing much on YouTube anymore. But, I drove his tractor quite a bit, and ever since then I've been driving these tractors of theirs. It's got me hooked, and man, I'm just having a ball with this tractor stuff. So, yeah, here I am with the 55 model and the big Gill skid steer. So I'm ready to do some work now. I came across this guy about 2 days ago. His YouTube channel is called Digging Life 21. I want to give him a shout out too, because he inspired me on just go ahead and go for it. Just get your business started. Ain't nobody holding it back but you. So I watched him. I actually got on his little live feed last night and kind of talked about a few things on there, and listened to him talk on a lot of his videos, and he inspired me a lot. So big shout out to him. Like I said, his YouTube channel is called Digging Life 21. Check him out. What else can I say? Well, maybe I can give a big shout out to my sales guy and his company. He brought this machine out to me today, dropped it off, and I couldn't ask for any better service. I mean, that's the best service I've ever received out of any business. I don't care if it was for me going to a dealership to buy a truck or a car. I feel like I'm in there arguing with them more than I do, actually talking with them about whatever I'm buying. But this company here is called May Heavy Equipment Rentals. They're growing. I think they got quite a few places in several states. But this machine came from Charlotte, and that was one of their businesses there. And the sales guy that I talked to, his name is Mike, and he is based out of Piedmont, South Carolina. So, but yeah, as far as communication with him, it started out with a buddy of mine forwarded an email about this machine, saying, "Hey, look, man, I found you a nice excavator if you're interested." So he forwarded me an email. I'm like, "Yes, that is exactly what I'm looking for. I mean, to the T, because that's exactly what Let's Dig 18 has just bought." And he knows a lot about excavators, and he gave Yanmar, you just can't get no better than Yanmar. I think they're like #1 rated machine, and the next one is like a Kubota. But as far as a Yanmar, can't beat it. I don't know a lot about them, but as far as other reviews and stuff like that I've read, it's the way to go. So anyways, my buddy emailed Mike at May Equipment and said, "Hey, look, I got a buddy that's interested in it. Shoot him an email, a quote on it, and see if he'll do business with you." And here I am. I went and bought it. It first started out with emails back and forth, and then he gave me his personal number, and I was, we was texting, and then he called me here and there, and we got it worked out. He fully serviced the machine for me, got it cleaned up, did everything that the factory, like it just came out of the factory, out of a showroom floor. It's like a brand new machine I'm getting. It's right now it's got 180 hours on it, and man, he got it jammed up for me. He also, whenever he dropped this thing off, he even gave me a couple little gifts. Check him out. I mean, what kind of service? I mean, that's just the best service ever. I mean, drop off some Crown Royal. He actually gave me a choice. He said, "Hey man, do you like a Crown or do you like Makers?" And I was like, "I'm probably more of a Crown guy." Next thing I know, he's digging all this stuff off his truck, and he's like, "Hey man, here you go. Thanks for doing business with me, and hopefully we can do more." And so he's definitely got my business from here on out. If I need anything, I'm gonna give them a shout. Hey, that rhymed a little bit. But I guess since 2020 is all about the hand sanitizer and mask and all that, you don't get like shirts and hats anymore. They pass out sanitizers. So yeah. So if you're right here in the upstate, or I don't really know the other states they're located out of, but if you ever need any heavy equipment service, any machines, if you need to rent stuff, anything, they have it. They got you covered. They deliver for you, everything. They got plans as far as like I guess a 1-day plan, or you can rent the equipment for a week at a discount, a month at an even greater discount. The more you spend, the cheaper you get it. So if you're looking at doing a business, or if you're just doing your personal stuff, you can get something done fairly cheap, especially going through these guys as far as renting anything from them. I mean, they have mulching heads, brush cutters, buckets. I mean, you just name it. I'm sure they got it. I haven't really checked into the rental stuff, but he told me a lot about it, and it sounded jam up. So yeah, give them a shout. I think I gave all my shout outs. So you got Let's Dig 18. He inspired me as far as how to run a machine, the proper way of as far as digging and grading, stuff like that, grabbing things and picking them up and toting them a certain way, all that. You got Digging Live 21. He inspired me as far as running a business, getting started. He explains how he got started. He's real big on driveways and stuff like that. So I think one of the things I'm gonna start looking at doing around here is fixing driveways. I'm gonna add that to my list. So, but yeah, my business, I can't remember if I told you yet or not, but it's called, crap, my mind just went blank. It's called Powell's Farm and Agricultural. So hopefully you'll see my business grow. I'm hoping it grows, and I start doing picking up a lot of these small jobs and just keep on pushing. If you want to get somewhere, you got to do it. You got to get at it. So hopefully everybody will start seeing my YouTube videos. I will be trying to post at least a video a week of something I've done. I'm hopefully my GoPro will be here in the next couple of days. I get everything set up on both of my machines to where I can just mount it and work, and hopefully y'all can hear me as far as talking. I did buy the Media Mod. The GoPro I bought was a what do you call that thing? A Hero 9 Black Edition. So with the Media Mod on it, hopefully it'll drown out some of the engine noise. Which this little VO55, it's really quiet. When they dropped it off, I was very surprised how quiet it was. My Gill over there is pretty loud. It's an old school machine that don't have all the emission stuff and all that stuff on it. So, and it's got that turbo, so you can hear it. It's pull up, especially if you stand from back behind it. It sounds like a dang jet engine. It's crazy. So hopefully when I put some videos with me using it, the sound of you can hear me talk through it, no problem. That's the goal. So anyways, hopefully this video is good. It will get better, and hopefully I can quit saying a lot, because I'm doing a lot of thinking as I'm taking this video, and hopefully all these videos will get better. All right, y'all bear with me. Look out for my next video. Like and subscribe. That's all I ask. I'm a new business. This is going to be a whole new thing for me, and hopefully I interest a lot of y'all. And if y'all can teach me something, please comment. Teach me. I'm all about listening to other people's opinions. You never know what you'll learn. So if I do something that could have been done better or anything like that, just comment. Just tell me. Everything's good. Y'all have a good day.